If you love passionate black romances filled with chemistry, complicated emotions, unforgettable couples, and just enough heat, these 5 movies deserve your attention. Number 5, Something New, 2006, directed by Sanaa Hamri. Starting our list is Something New, a romantic comedy starring Sanaa Lathan and Simon Baker. The story follows Kenya McQueen, a successful professional woman who seems to have her life perfectly organized. But when romance enters the picture, especially through an unexpected connection with Brian, her carefully controlled world starts changing. What makes this movie work is the chemistry between the 2 leads. Kenya has certain expectations about the kind of man she should be with, but Brian challenges those expectations simply by being himself. I also like how the movie doesn't make romance feel completely effortless. Kenya has to confront her own assumptions, while Brian has to prove that their differences don't have to keep them apart. It's funny, warm, romantic, and occasionally steamy without losing its emotional heart. If you enjoy mature romance with a little comedy mixed in, this is a great place to start. Number 4, A Journal for Jordan, 2021, directed by Denzel Washington. At number 4 is A Journal for Jordan, directed by Denzel Washington and starring Michael B. Jordan and Shantae Adams. This one takes a more emotional approach to romance. The story follows Dana and Charles, whose relationship develops while Charles is serving in the military. Their connection feels personal and genuine, and the movie spends time showing how deeply they care about each other. What makes this one stand out for me is that the romance isn't built only around attraction. It's about love, commitment, memories, and the kind of connection that stays with you even when circumstances become difficult. Michael B. Jordan brings plenty of charm to the role, while Shantae Adams gives the relationship emotional depth. So, if you're looking for something romantic and heartfelt rather than purely playful, this movie definitely deserves a spot on the list. Number 3, Beyond the Lights, 2014, directed by Gina Prince Bythewood. Coming in at number 3 is Beyond the Lights, directed by Gina Prince Bythewood. The movie follows Noni, a rising music star struggling under the pressure of fame, and Kaz, a police officer assigned to protect her. Their relationship begins under unusual circumstances, but what develops between them becomes much deeper. One of my favorite things about this movie is the contrast between Noni's public image and who she really is behind closed doors. Kaz gradually gets to know the real person underneath the celebrity persona. And that's where the chemistry becomes powerful. The romance feels passionate, but there's also vulnerability. Both characters are trying to figure out who they are and what they actually want from life. It isn't simply about 2 attractive people falling for each other. It's about finding someone who makes you comfortable enough to be yourself. Number 2, The Perfect Find, 2023, directed by Numa Perrier. At number 2, we have The Perfect Find, directed by Numa Perrier and starring Gabrielle Union and Keith Powers. This movie brings workplace tension, complicated attraction, and romance into the same story. Jenna Jones is trying to rebuild her career after a major setback. Then she becomes involved with Eric, a younger man who happens to be connected to her professional life in a way that makes their relationship extremely complicated. And honestly, that's where the fun begins. The 2 characters clearly have chemistry, but they also have plenty of reasons why getting together could create problems. Gabrielle Union brings confidence and maturity to the role, while Keith Powers brings plenty of charm. The movie has that classic forbidden romance feeling, where you know the relationship could become messy, but you still want to see what happens next. Number 1, The Photograph, 2020. Directed by Stella Meggy. Taking the number 1 spot is The Photograph, directed by Stella Meggy and starring Issa Rae and Lakeith Stanfield. This is the kind of romance that doesn't need to rush. The story follows May, a woman dealing with questions surrounding her late mother's life, and Michael, a journalist investigating that past. As Michael learns more about May's family, the 2 gradually become closer. What makes this movie special is its atmosphere. The romance feels intimate, thoughtful, and grown-up. Issa Rae and Lakeith Stanfield have a natural chemistry that makes their conversations feel just as important as their romantic moments. And that's why I'm putting The Photograph at number 1. It combines attraction, emotional vulnerability, beautiful cinematography, and a romance that feels genuinely human. Sometimes the steamiest romances aren't the ones showing the most. They're the ones where two people simply can't ignore the connection between them. And that's exactly what makes these 5 movies worth watching. They combine chemistry, emotion, attraction, and memorable characters without forgetting that great romance is ultimately about connection. Which one is your favorite?